Growing up, one of my biggest fears in life was death. Knowing that one day I won't be on earth always sat in the back of my head. Everyone around me always had this made up idea of how they would be when life was over. But for me, it was just something I couldn't bear to think about. As I grew older, the fear began to drift away. But one day reality hit me and I realized why death was one of my biggest fears. A friend of mine had passed away. When I found out my friend was gone, it was a feeling that I couldn't bear to handle. I became depressed and all I wanted to do was be alone. I then began to feel the need for help. For months I've tried therapy and I tried to find ways to cope with the situation, but all I did was wonder, why did this have to happen to someone in my life? When I stopped going to therapy, it took me an even longer time to focus on myself and getting over my depression. After all that time, I realized it was time for me to move forward with my life and not waste the time that I do have. Things began to make me feel a lot better, and I was in a better place to where I could actually talk about the situation without a tear. It was confusing at first. I thought that my soon-to-be happiness shouldn't be present. Once reality kicked in some more, I then began to realize that everything happened for a reason, and it was time for me to stop feeling sorry for myself. Going through this terrifying tragedy, it made me the better person that I am today. I now know that my friend is in a better place, and all I have to do is follow the right paths to make her happy.